This live presentation of Wayne's Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, Yeoman Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Conning's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
You are listening live from Avon, New York, home of the B1 and B2 state qualifier game. That means, ladies and gentlemen, the winner makes it to the Elite Eight and will take on the Buffalo representative from Section 6 this coming weekend. We'll get into those details as the evening progresses. But for tonight, it's the undefeated and B2 champion Dansville Mustangs, clad in their red warm-ups and white jerseys. They'll be taking on the Screaming Eagles of Midlakes, coming off that thrilling come-from-behind victory against Batavia last Friday night. Good evening, everyone. This is Dave Barnick along with Jerry Anderson. Happy to have on hand all you folks, of course, and also the fabulous Hunt brothers. Jason is engineering, Jeremy on the camera. And Coach Jerry Anderson, sixth-year coach out of Minders, knows both these teams. He knows one team, Midlakes, a little better than the others. But you were filling me in great detail on how Dansville has built quite a program, quite a squad. They have. When you look at the last 4 years with Dansville, Kristen Moose has done a great job with bringing that program up. 4 years ago, they had a 4-17 record. Following year, 5-16. Last year, 12-11, they pulled up an upset off of Waco in the sectional quarterfinals, and this year, you can obviously see the team gelling very, very well. And just a side note, her team, very young, only 2 seniors, so really going to return the nucleus of this team back next year. I know they're not looking that far ahead, but Dansville is going to be a force to reckon with for a few years here. They really should be, and they feature a very large squad size-wise, including their leading scorer, who's a 5'6" junior guard, Grace Rittenhouse, averaging 17 points per game, but pretty good balance. Ariana Young, a 6'2" sophomore, that's right, 6'2", averaging 12 points per game. They have 2 players, Jacqueline Bleckinger, and along with Hannah LaPlante, just over 9 points a game, and Jenna George rounding out what we think will be the starting 5, averaging over 5 points per game. And you said they may not be able to match the speed and athleticism of Midlakes. However, they're undefeated, and their closest game was a 5-point victory against Hornell on February 13th, 74-69. Should be a good one tonight. Yeah, I expect a great game. And I think you're going to see 2 contrasting styles. You're going to see Midlakes pushing the tempo. You're going to see Dansville probably running selectively and trying to slow this game down, making it a half-court game. I know one thing, Jerry. Dansville, I don't think either team will underestimate the other. But we watched Midlakes be outscored 32-24 in the first half against Batavia the other evening when Batavia was on fire from three-point land. All Midlakes did was score 55 points in the second half to win 79-66. In fact, they went from being down by 8 points at half to being up by 12 after 3 quarters. Unbelievable turnaround, and you had a rationale for what turned things around in that game. Yeah, Midlakes has kind of operated that way over the last couple of years, using the second half to really turn the pressure up. They kind of lull you to sleep in the first half. You get a false sense of accomplishment. And they come out in the second half, and they just overwhelm you with pressure.
And I thought your comments on it wasn't necessarily creating the turnovers, but they created an up-tempo that Batavia never really recovered from.
Yeah, that's the big thing when you look at these pressing teams. Some teams press to turn you over, some teams press to speed you up. And Batavia in that matchup the other night, they were taking shots 4 to 6 seconds into the shot clock. Really rushed and just multiplied Midlakes possessions.
Now, Dansville got here in the sectionals by winning against Penn Yan 75-48. Waterloo 49-36, a couple Finger Lakes Eastern teams, of course. And then in the championship game defeated Avon 62-52. And then
actually
Wellsville, pardon me. And Midlakes, of course, defeated, as we mentioned, Batavia. Prior to that, they defeated Livonia 73-48, and that was Batavia. Geneva 55-40, and then Greece Odyssey 58-32. And Elena Forbes, on the recipient of a number of full court length passes that helped her add up to a 35-point total the other night.
Yeah, the second half, the Midlakes girls did a great job of controlling the defensive glass and looking for Elena streaking down the floor.
Well, this special presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes postseason high school basketball is brought to you by Marquise Exhibits, your nationwide custom rental trade show booth solution provider. Marquise Exhibits handles all of your trade show and special event needs, including booth design, custom build, custom rental, graphic design, setup, teardown, shipping, and logistics. With offices in Las Vegas, Chicago, D.C., and New York, Marquise Exhibits is everywhere you need to be to coordinate your next trade show or special event. Visit www.marquiseexhibits.com or call Joe Helgado today at 585-370-6649 for a no-cost, no-obligation trade show review today and leave your mark. And we thank Marquise and all our sponsors for helping us to bring you postseason basketball here in the state qualifier game. Excellent crowd on hand, and they were here early.
Yeah, we pulled in an hour early, and the stands were already filling in. So both teams have traveled well today.
And we'll take a timeout and be back for starting lineups and the start of this contest after these words.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
On the scoreboard, the Midlakes Screaming Eagles.
Well, they're going to be introducing the entire squads, much as they did the other night in the sectional finals. Nice little way of doing things here. Of course, Tim Lincoln is your Section 5 and New York State girls basketball coordinator. Had a chance to talk to him earlier. This year, the regionals against Section 6 are played in Buffalo. In fact, specifically Buff State, where they have been the last several occasions when they alternate years. The boys, I think, are playing, he said, at Greece Athena.
Okay, that's the first I've heard of that. Okay.
Which Tim also pointed out is an 84-foot length court.
Okay.
So that's a little unusual.
Absolutely.
Imagine John Wallace racing down on that court.
Yeah, there's been some logistical challenges this year with sites, but I know that the committee's doing the best that they can to try to pick the appropriate venue.
Everybody's trying to make things work the best they can, and they do a fine job here in Section 5 as Macy Kisner, who was just introduced, Elena Forbes, and Kara Walker, certainly the sophomore, really led Midlakes the other evening. They got a big effort from Sydney Pasolacqua in that second half too, Jerry.
They did. I think she had 6 or 8 points in that third quarter. She's one of those role players that most teams, when they scout, they don't scout to shut her down. So she was able to take advantage of some situations, and it worked out well for Midlakes.
So you had one of your thoughts was, can Midlake's smaller squad effectively rebound and trigger the fast break against the bigger Dansville ball club?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Macy Kisner matches up with Ariana Young. If Midlakes chooses to go man, which I expect them to open up into man, but keeping her off the boards, as well as Jacqueline Bleckinger.
And the winner will go on to take the winner in Section 6. I have those teams written down here. It'll be East Aurora taking on Southwestern, and the winner of that game being played tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 in Buffalo, will take on the winner of this game, and the winner of that game will then advance to the Final Four in New York State.
Yes, not a foreign venue for the Midlakes girls. It would be new territory, I think, for Dansville.
So we see at least a couple familiar faces officiating here. One from Seneca Falls, Tommy Marino. He's joined by Paul Cohn, who was one of the officials at the South Seneca loss in the finals to Oakfield, Alabama, Saturday afternoon. And Ron Makeomer, your third official, the Zebras, here tonight. And we are just about set. Ariana Young, an athletic-looking 6'2" sophomore as well, Jerry.
Yeah, she's not your typical big girl. She's very versatile, handles the ball well, and I believe she can even extend and play on the perimeter.
And they win the tap, and here comes Dansville. No score, just under away from Avon, New York. And want to thank, as the bomb goes from outside, it's short. Rebound fought for, Midlakes comes away with it. And Elena Forbes tried to stop her pass and left her fingertips, stolen back the other way. So we have Young, LaPlante, Rittenhouse, and George, and Bleckinger.
Bleckinger, yep, Bleckinger. And we have Midlakes that opens up in man-to-man, and Macy Kisner picks up a quick foul, a cheapie, reaching over the back on Ariana Sampson.
One upset, or at least to us, a team we expected to have maybe the best chance of going all the way. Lions, the boys, defeated last night. And a big girl gets the inbounds pass, Ariana Young, and throws in the little 4-footer, 2-0, Dansville. Firing from outside, the shot is front iron, no. Rebound up and in by Forbes, who did a good thing by following up her missed shot.
So, and Midlakes starts early with the press. So this is not what we saw the other night against Batavia. So they're looking at opening up with their box press on a make, and Elena Forbes may have jammed a finger on that last play.
And it's taken by Kisner on the steal. Macy down the left sideline, stops her dribble, gives it up to Pasolacqua.
So we have Dansville that opened up in man-to-man as well, and I don't know how long they're going to stay in this. I just don't see them being able to match up with Midlakes' quickness.
Kisner going to drive, bounce pass, and she got fouled as she was about to pass to Pasolacqua. Might have been a break for Dansville because Passalacqua would have had an open layup. Forbes looks to inbounds underneath her own basket, looking, gets it in. Kisner thinks about it, gives it to Forbes, back to Macy.
And Dansville in a 2-3 zone on that inbounds play.
Passalacqua, no. Kisner, rebound, put back, yes. 4-2. Midlakes by a bucket. Stop and pop. The other way, no. The rebound, who has it? Kara Walker, the sophomore, looking down court as she races it herself. Driving left side, bounce pass. Shot is missed by Passalacqua, but Kisner hustles to the weak side to get the rebound. And they'll reset against the man-to-man. On the perimeter, leading 4-2. Passalacqua bouncing it. Shot from outside, no. And rebound comes to Rittenhouse. And we got a whistle and a foul.
So that's 2 quick fouls on Macy Kisner there. So
that's big.
That is big for the Midlakes team, so we need to see who's going to be stepping up for them.
She does a lot of the intangibles for Coach Nate Rich's Screaming Eagles. Madison Akers with the ball out front. Now here's the steal by Walker. Driving left side, going to lay it up and miss. Rebound, Forbes, yes, and it counts. And she was pushed in the back just as she got the offensive putback.
And that was a great job by Elena, not giving up on the play. She attacked the glass and just anticipated the miss, got the rebound, put back with the foul.
Outstanding athlete, averaging 24 points a game this season for Midlakes.
So we have McKenna Colasino checking in for Macy Kisner, picking up 2 quick early fouls.
And Forbes completes the three-point play at 7-2. Dansville undefeated. Hannah LaPlante with it out front, loops it in, steps are going to be called.
Good call. Yeah, she shuffled them.
Well, right now, and it's early, but the quickness of Midlakes paying some dividends against Dansville.
Yeah, and you wonder, you look at the Midlakes team, it's a little more experienced. This venue is not too big. They've been here before, and this is the first time Dansville's been to this point in sectionals.
Forbes dribbles on the baseline. The teardrop won't go. And the rebound taken by Akers. The Dansville crowd exuding their team to settle down. Inside Rittenhouse, no. Rebound, fought for, up, no, but a foul. And that'll send the big girl, Ariana Young, 6'2", athletic-looking young lady, will shoot a pair. Foul troubles we'll have to keep an eye on, Jerry.
We'll definitely need to keep an eye on that. So that was Kara Walker's first foul. And when you talk about Ariana Young and we say athletic looking, she's athletic looking and moves like an athlete as well. So you have some players that look the role, she is the role.
And some of us that wasn't and didn't. Young misses the first free throw. She'll have another. Second one is good. 7-3. Kara Walker up court. They're all over Forbes.
Yep, we got a little 1-3 action with a chaser, face guarding Forbes.
Colasino with a good pass out to Passalacqua, but she missed a little 6-footer in the lane.
So it was a nice defensive change for Dansville.
Ariana with a tough move inside, doesn't get it, but they keep it alive. Shot by LaPlante is no good, and here comes Midlakes. That second foul on Macy Kisner. She will know, I would expect, be out at least the rest of this quarter. We'll see. And being hounded pretty good. 2 number 12s. Forbes harassed by Madison Akers. The shot from outside Walker, no.
Yeah, Dave, what we have here, Dansville, they're not even junking up. They're playing a man-to-man defense, but they're denying Forbes the ball, and then they are staying off of Lydia Day. So Ariana Young is matching up with Lydia Day, and she's not leaving the paint.
Well, Ariana Young was fouled. just as she released the ball, would have been a layup for Dansville, but she was fouled before the shot and will shoot a pair. And I think she has all three of Dansville's points so far. Dave Barnick, Jerry Anderson, the fabulous Hunt brothers, Jeremy and Jason. First free throws missed.
We got Hannah Galloway checking in for Lydia Day, so Coach Rich is going to try to get some offense out of that fifth spot. That'll pull Young out of that paint.
Young's second shot, no good. Rebound out deep to Forbes. She'll bring it up court herself. Elena. Good start with 5 points. Trying to slow her down. They get it inside to her, throws up a runner in traffic, no. And kind of forced that one. LaPlante dribbles through traffic, leaves for the long shot, won't go by Rittenhouse. And then a big collision and a personal foul on Young.
And that'll be Young's second foul.
And in some obvious discomfort and pain on the sideline. Oh my, we hate to see this. Young lady from Midlakes in a lot of pain.
And she went down hard on her left knee.
I think that's, well, I'm not going to say because I might say the wrong name.
That is McKenna Calasino.
Okay. She hit that. Hopefully it's one of those situations that really hurts like heck, but it's not that serious, but who knows. So we got a break in the action. It's 3:12 remaining first quarter. 7-3 Midlakes. And while we have this official timeout, we'll tell you that Marshall's Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. And if you want a great meal while pinching a penny, well then come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well, they're still tending to McKenna Colasino on the sideline right in front of the Midlakes bench. So there's been a lot of activity in these first 4 minutes and change.
There has. You've seen Midlakes come out and try to push the tempo early with their box press, their 2-2-1 press. You've seen some different types of man defenses from Dansville. You've seen a little bit of frustration on Elena Forbes' part with them face guarding her.
Well, Colasino testing her leg as she's up very gingerly.
And Dave, right now Midlakes bench is kind of short with Macy Kisner out with 2 fouls, so it looks like there's going to be an opportunity for Kaylee Walker, the younger sister of Kara Walker, to come in early in this matchup.
She is a 5'11" sophomore.
8th grader.
Or 8th grader,
5'11", 8th grader, yep.
She hasn't hit her growth spurt yet.
Well, for my sake and the Finger Lakes East sake, let's hope she has.
So Forbes against pressure, guarded by Akers. Going to drive it, going to stop it, going to pop it, going to hit it.
Yeah, so that was just a great isolation, one-on-one move. She had a ball screen, refused that, drove to her left for a nice little pull-up jump shot.
And she has 7 of the 9 Midlakes points. They lead by 6, 9-3. We hear anything on Colasino's status, we'll let you know, but she's icing that knee and looks to be in some obvious discomfort over there. And you hate to see that from any player from any squad. LaPlante, they're trying to get Rittenhouse. She hasn't scored yet. She is their leading scorer, go-to girl at 17 points per game. Here's a little jump hook at the end of the shot clock. No good. Rebound quickly. Kara Walker from Forbes laid up. No, but a foul.
Midlakes did a great job of pushing the tempo there. Rebound outlet to Forbes, who finds Walker streaking down the floor, attacks the basket, and gets to the line.
So often we see Kara Walker starting the fast break or Kisner to Forbes, and this time Forbes found the streaking Kara Walker, who hits the free throw with that beautiful form from the foul line. And we have a 10-3 game. So Midlakes in some trouble by virtue of foul troubles and injuries, and yet Dansville on the short side of a 11-3 game as Walker hits both free throws. Interesting dynamics. By the way, I want to compliment Jerry Anderson on his superb driving the last couple of evenings. As a nice drive by Rittenhouse.
That was Hannah LaPlante there. Sophomore lefty.
11-5 your score. Driving Forbes, no, but a foul. Drew the contact. Her quickness really bothering Dansville. Madison Nurse into the game.
Now, I would tell you generally that most teams facing Elena Forbes haven't seen a guard like her, but Dansville did have Edison Tech on their schedule this year, and Edison has Daisha Fair, who's headed to UB, who's just an unbelievable guard in Section 5 and New York State. So they've seen comparable players to Elena.
Second shot is no good. Kept alive, but they're going to get Pasalacqua, I believe, for over the back. Good start offensively for Elena. 8 points. 8 of Midlakes 12. And that's a bonus situation, so that'll send Bleckinger into the game, into the foul shooting situation, shooting a pair. Eyes the bucket, pushes it up with the right hand, and misses off the back.
Entering the game is number 20, Callie Walker for Midlakes.
So we have Kelly Walker in the game, as well as Madison Nurse, a junior 5'7" forward who really excels at shooting the ball from the three-point arc.
Bleckinger missed both free throws, but got her long rebound. Shot is put up and in by LaPlante. Again, driving down that left side. 12-7. Kara Walker driving it, stopping, leaving out. The bomb from outside. Bullseye by Hannah Galloway for 3.
Now, if Galloway can add some offense here, it's really going to force them to come out of that modified man where they're sitting in the paint.
Loser go home, winner plays on. It's the state qualifier, and answering is Rittenhouse with a 3 of her own. Her first points of the evening.
And that was from about 25 feet. So she can really extend the defense.
Forbes can't get the teardrop to go. Here comes LaPlante, the sophomore, the other way. She's been impressive. Could have been called for a carry there. Bleckinger going to drive it, gives it up. Some contact, no whistle. Players on the floor. Loose ball picked up by Midlakes. Here comes Forbes, driving, weaving through traffic, and just flying by. Shifting gears and flying by the Midlakes, or the Dansville defense, and scoring. 40 seconds left in the quarter. 17-10. Midlakes in front. LaPlante, bounce pass inside, stolen. And by Nurse. Pasalacqua. Forbes thinks about it. They may settle for the last shot as Coach Rich exudes his team to do just that.
So I think you're going to see an isolation ball screen here, and they're probably going to allow Elena to create something off of this.
10 seconds in the quarter. Forbes driving against Akers. What do we got? A whistle and a foul. That'll send Forbes to the charity stripe.
It actually will be Kaylee Walker going to the line. The Dansville defender tried to bowl through that ball screen. And I think that was a good call. She lowered her shoulder. Walker was there for the screen.
We're going to have to see. I can't believe that Dansville has been in this situation much all year long. The closest game was a 5-point victory. They're undefeated, but they trail by 7 in the waning moments of quarter number 1 here in the state qualifier. The 8th grader at the line. High arcing shot is no good. She'll have another.
Entering the game for Midlakes is number 5, Lydia Day.
Day will spell Kara Walker for the final 5 seconds of the quarter. Let's see if Kaylee can get this second one. It's up there and it's good. 18-10, 5 seconds left in the quarter. Rittenhouse going to hustle it over midcourt. Going to drive, going to stop, going to fire, going to not hit. 18-10 Midlakes. Back to the second quarter after this.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
1 quarter of basketball action. Impressive for Midlakes.
Yeah, I think this is almost an ideal situation if you're Coach Rich. The less than ideal situation is having Macy Kisner on the bench with 2 fouls as well as Sydney Pasalacqua. But Kaylee Walker is giving him some minutes, as well as Hannah Galloway.
Galloway on the court right now. Driving is Kara Walker. No, it's rebound Callie. Yes! 10-point lead, largest of the evening. The little sophomore guard, Hannah LaPlante, brings it up looking poised. Gets it over to Rittenhouse, looping it into Bleckinger. No, but a foul. She'll shoot a pair. And one thing they must do, she missed 2 shots badly earlier from the charity stripe, but she got her own long rebound, so you got to block that shooter out, Jerry.
Absolutely. And, we got to keep an eye on fouls here. That was Elena Forbes first, but again, Midlakes bench is not what you'd want it to be. So they're really about a 7-player deep bench. But have gotten great contribution off of Kelly Walker these last 2 games.
Bleckinger at the line for her second try. She's 0 for 3, make it 0 for 4, and the rebound knocked out of bounds to Midlakes. Let's see who we got. We got the Walker sisters, Callie and Kara. We have
Lydia Day.
Lydia Day.
Sydney Pasalacqua is back in with 2 fouls.
And Elena Forbes, who's been giving Madison Acres is right in the jersey there, but she's managed to get away. Fires up a deep one, misses badly right side of the rim.
Yeah, that shot was kind of forced.
And look at this girl drive and lay it in. Hannah LaPlante with the 3rd field goal. Nice move, took it the distance.
Really shifty. Finished nice at the rim on 3 different occasions.
Kara Walker zipping it out to Day. Day driving. Bottled up by the big girl, Ariana Young. Takes it inside, tried to go reverse. Blocked by Bleckinger. And here comes the Mustangs trailing by 8 with the basketball. 20-12. 6.5 to go. The bomb. Bullseye! Hannah LaPlante. Give her 9 on the evening.
Got a nice smooth stroke, left-handed shooter, and you could tell from the release there that looked good.
Very confident sophomore. Forbes going to try to answer, drives through traffic, gives it up outside to Day. Lydia nearly has it slapped away, but Kara Walker retains. Kara going to drive, throws up a runner. Bang! Big bucket there.
Yeah, big bucket by Kara. And then, Dave, if you really notice, it's turned into a half-court game, and this is not the type of game that Midlakes wants to play. They got to push the tempo and start to get some buckets in transition.
Rittenhouse, no. Bleckinger had the rebound.
That was a great rebound by Kaylee Walker, ripping the ball away from Ariana Young.
And then Elena Forbes shakes her head as she throws it up off glass around the rim, and good. 24-15 as Forbes adds to her point total. She's in double figures. This little girl, Hannah LaPlante, most impressive at the point. They work the perimeter. They go inside. Ariana Young, nice ball movement and the bucket. We got ourselves a good one brewing here at Avon, New York. Want to thank Andy Englert, the athletic director. I think he's deserving of a free Tom Walls burger and root beer float. The shot by Walker is no good. That was Kara. One and done, and here comes Dansville. Up, down 7. And the big girl, Bleckinger, hits it from just inside the top of the key. She can't hit her foul shots, but that shot looked pretty good.
Smooth release, good rotation.
They were up by 10. Now Midlakes lead cut to 5. 4.5 remaining. Stopping, running it out to Kara Walker. Kara, tricky dribbles, high dribble, going to be called for the turnover.
Yeah, you can see Dansville's half-court defense is really giving Midlakes fits. They've really got to get production out of somebody other than Forbes and Walker.
And again, Macy Kisner on the bench with 2 early fouls. And also on the bench, I saw her smiling a little, but still icing her knee. I think we will not see McKenna Colasino for the rest of the game. Hope the young lady's going to be okay. 4:20 remaining in the second quarter. Inside, Bleckinger muscles her way in and puts the bucket in there. And it's a 3-point game. I think that's 7 unanswered.
It is. Dansville's done a nice job executing in their half-court set.
Walker forced that one, and she comes up a little gimpy. Very gingerly walking down court, and step's going to be called on Hannah LaPlante. Or they called offensive foul.
Yeah, Hannah Galloway did a nice job of establishing some position. She put her shoulder down, and I think it was a good call.
Thought she may have traveled before the charge, but nonetheless, the turnover gives the ball back to Midlakes. And let's keep an eye on Kara Walker, and she gives that ball up. She's moving a little better now.
Yeah, she's a tough girl out there. I don't expect much to keep her out of this game.
24-21. Now we see Forbes isolating, dribbling out front near midcourt. Stop and pop for 3. Around the rim, in and out. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Dansville basketball. They were down by 10. Now they have a chance with a 3 ball to tie it.
Yeah, a game of runs. This is what I always tell my girls, that this is a game of runs when you get with these better teams.
Undefeated, Dansville Mustangs. LaPlante with a high dribble. Looping it over and nearly stolen by Forbes. But Akers still has it. It goes inside. We got a tie-up. Possession arrow. They'll keep it right here with Dansville. Dave Barnick, Jerry Anderson, Jason and Jeremy Hunt, the fabulous Hunt brothers. Sister Kara pulls Callie Walker over defensively. They look to inbounds to the big girl, and they get it to her near the foul line. Out. The long bomb is no good, and the rebound by Midlakes Galloway. Down court quickly, Forbes. Behind the back dribble. Finds underneath and missing the chippy. And I think that was Pasalacqua on the miss.
It was, but that's what Midlakes wants to do. They want to push that tempo. Don't let that defense get down the floor and set up.
So matching trump cards here. Coach Kristen Moose and Coach Nate Rich of Midlakes.
I think she got away with shuffling her feet there.
LaPlante shot partially blocked, lost out of bounds to Midlakes. 2:48 remaining second quarter, 24-21. I'm pretty sure Jim Sinacropi's tuning in somewhere in Seneca Falls. Want to say hello to our fearless leader who did a yeoman's job throughout the season and particularly here in the Section 5 playoff run. Forbes driving the baseline, loops it out, and it's saved to Kara Walker. Shot clock at 8. She's got time driving, stopping, not hitting. Here comes LaPlante the other way. Driving, contact draw, and a blocking foul call will send her to the line. Pretty good defense, but the right call.
Yep, absolutely.
Well,
So, Dave, just like the other night, again, game of momentum. So we saw Batavia with a lot of momentum in the first half. Here we've seen Midlakes start, momentum in their favor, and now Dansville with an 8-0 run. to cut the lead to 3.
Missed the first free throw. Hannah will have another one. Dips, the left-hander shot, gets the friendly roll and hits the free throw. 8 unanswered points. Looping it out, Hannah Galloway. Driving is Walker. Kara, dish off to Pasalaka, can't get it to go. Intimidated, I think, a little bit by the size. And a chance to tie or take the lead here for Dansville. 24-22.
On the offensive end for Midlake, somebody has to step up other than Elena and Kara. And right now I don't see somebody wanting to do that.
Of course, Pasalaka had a huge game, actually 10 points in that win over Batavia, all in the second half last Friday evening. Excuse me, 8 of the 10 in the second half. The bomb from LaPlante is no good. An air ball down court quickly. Forbes going to lay it up. Yes, and it counts. Forbes kind of slowed up to draw the contact.
She did.
Jerry?
She's a very heady player. You know, that's exactly what she did, Dave. And you know, that's the type of play that we saw against Batavia, where we had probably 12 to 14 points on leakouts like that.
First points in a while. She misses the free throw.
That was a great outlet pass by Sydney Pasalacqua. Head up on the rebound and hit her in stride.
So the bucket ends the drought for Midlakes. 1:25 remaining. Inside shot, turnaround Young. No, she wanted the foul. The sophomore missed. Pretty good defensive position. I think it was Kara Walker. She loses the basketball. One-on-one. This is Rittenhouse driving. No, but a foul. Looked like that was halfway down.
And it was just an unfortunate bounce.
Standing room only here in Avon, and they're getting their money's worth.
Absolutely, and you know, Dave, I just want to point out Kelly Walker, you know, the 8th grader, you know, coming in this situation, defending, you know, a 6'2", probably all-county player for Dansville, right? She's done a pretty admirable job in the middle of that zone right now, challenging her.
Rittenhouse misses the first free throw. She has only 3 points in the contest. That can be looked upon a couple of different ways. She gets kind of a unusual form at the foul line, a two-hand set shot. She makes the second, and the lead at 3 with a minute remaining, second quarter. Looking for some help and finding it is Day. It's Kara Walker, and we got a whistle and a little bump foul.
Yeah, that's the second time that the Dansville defender has tried to bowl the screen over, so the officials are right on that.
Forbes will look to inbound underneath her own basket. They set up the play. Elena looks, gets the ball back as she brought it in. Walker, turnaround jumper, no. That's Kaylee. The putback, no. And the foul on a third. Good work on the offensive boards by Midlakes.
Yeah, and Dave, that's Kaylee Walker, the 8th grader, right? And, you know, giving Nate Rich great minutes here.
I thought that shot was in the act, but they're saying it was not. So Midlakes, instead of shooting, will inbound. Might have been called with some jostling underneath.
Yeah, and Nate Rich was pleading with the officials for that to be a shooting foul.
Inbounds Walker, bang! On the feed from Forbes, Kara comes through. 28-23, 30 seconds to go, second quarter. LaPlante drives, leaves for Rittenhouse out front, loops it inside to Ariana Young around the rim. No, rims out, good defense. I think that might have been Kaylee Walker. Driving, Forbes gets hacked in the act and will shoot a pair. Midlakes showing some real grit, Jerry.
They are, and I can't speak enough to the girls, the role players stepping up, right? So Sydney Pasalacqua with the last, I think 2 out of the last 3 possessions, big rebounds, quick outlets to Elena Forbes where she's allowed to get to the line.
She hits the first one, she'll have another. The higher seed is Dansville. They are undefeated, the B2 champs. Second shot gets the very friendly roll for Forbes. 30-23, 16 seconds left before halftime. LaPlante, a heady player, the sophomore.
The Midlakes does have a foul to give. I don't know if Coach Rich knows that.
The long bomb outside is no good. The rebound, Midlakes. They have 2 seconds to get it off. Forbes at the buzzer. No. 30-23. Midlakes by 7 at the half. We'll be back with halftime talk after these words on Finger Lakes 1 basketball.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmers Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stevers Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmers Auto and Stevers Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardazola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and GENEVA Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Well, there is a lot to dissect in the few minutes we have left during our Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime show. Jerry Anderson along with Dave Barnick. We have the fabulous Hunt brothers, Jason and Jeremy. Jeremy on camera, Jason engineering. And I'm not sure where to start. I think Macy Kisner, 2 quick fouls, did not play since early in the first quarter on. And Midlakes held serve, so that's pretty big.
They did. So I think they weathered that storm. I think, Macy brings a certain level of athleticism and aggressiveness on both the defense and offensive ends. So, I expect her to come out here with a lot of energy in the third quarter. Hopefully not too much and not being overly aggressive, and picking up quick fouls. But with her in the game, it's going to allow Midlakes to turn up the defensive pressure. And I do expect them, just like the Batavia game, to come out here and to apply that full court pressure.
It's 30-23, Midlakes in front by 7 at halftime. I also thought in the second quarter, Midlakes, I think it was in particular both Callie, who gave him some good minutes off the bench, the 8th grader, and Kara did a nice job on the baseline of making the big girl Ariana Young's shots much tougher.
Yeah, when you make these championship runs, there's always moments or players that step up that you didn't expect. And this is no slight to Callie, but I would bet that Coach Rich didn't plan on her playing that early,
yes,
or being this big of a contributor tonight. And she has 3 points, which, again, from a coaching perspective, I don't think he expected that. And then from a defensive perspective, she's been able to battle Ariana Young, who is a really good player.
Didn't surrender the inside and forced her to some tougher shots than she would have liked. They were close to going in, but they rimmed out for the most part. She had 5 first half points. And speaking of first half points, kind of a mixed bag here. Grace Rittenhouse averaging 17 per game, only 4 points. You can look at that 2 ways. She hasn't got on track yet, and we're still very much in the ball game if you're Dansville. Although I'm most impressed with the sophomore point guard, Hannah LaPlante, who's picked up the slack with 10 points of her own.
Absolutely. So, in doing some scouting over the last few years with Grace, she's a knockdown jump shooter. She likes to catch and shoot. LaPlante seems a little more developed in terms of an all-around game, so she attacked the rim 3 or 4 times, as well as, she looks like she's got a pretty decent jump shot.
And, of course, we have to start and probably finish with Elena Forbes. She did a lot, scoring 16 points in that first half to lead all scorers for both squads, and they lead 30-23.
Yes.
The second half Friday night was such a turnaround. It's hard to figure what's going to happen here in the second half today.
Yeah. I mean, you wonder how Dansville is going to react. Going into that locker room, what is the mentality? What is the coach saying? What adjustments is she going to be making? On the flip side, I've worked around Coach Rich long enough, or been a part of these games with Coach Rich. I'm fairly confident I know what he's going to do.
He's going to turn up the pressure again.
He's going to turn up that pressure. He's going to keep those girls believing in what's gotten them here this year as well as last year. Back on the flip side, Coach Moose has got to make sure her girls believe in what she wants to do. And, and convince them that this half is theirs. But you look at the makeup of these teams, and you're talking 7 seniors for Midlakes, you're talking 2 seniors for Dansville.
And that can play very big.
Very, very big. And you know, the one thing that you really can't measure is, you know, Elena Forbes is great statistically, and there are a lot of players out there that are great statistically, but she plays with a chip. And, you know, there's not a lot of players in our area that play with that chip on their shoulder, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
As a coach. You want to have that.
Great job. Great insights, Jerry, on your Bill Cram's halftime show. We'd like to tell you that Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future, with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. So we're about ready for the second half. The winner of tonight's game goes, well, they go to the regionals against the Buffalo rep. Put in other terms, they make the Elite 8 of New York State Class B basketball. And they'll be the winner of the East Aurora Southwestern game from Buffalo's Region 6. Those teams play tomorrow afternoon. So we do see Kisner back in the game.
And she is, and Dansville opens up in their man-to-man defense, face guarding Forbes.
And we got a travel called on Lydia Day.
So they put a little bit of pressure on Day. She turned the ball over there to start the half.
Forbes, Kisner, Day, Pasalacqua, and Kara Walker as they bunch it inside on a 2-3 zone, I believe. Oh, they're really kind of fronting Ariana. Young gets rid of it. The shot no good. Rebound Bleckinger lost out of bounds. Actually, that was Skylar Race. It'll still be Dansville ball, the Mustangs.
Yeah, for some reason, Bleckinger did not start the half. I don't know if she's injured or just an adjustment made by Coach Moose.
They inbound it. The shot from the corner hits the top of the backboard. Rebound by Race and lost it off her leg out of bounds to Midlakes.
Yeah, Dave, you hear the fans react to the ball hitting the top or the side of the backboard, and you know, it's a no call. The side of the backboard, top of the backboard is in play.
So Kara Walker brings it up court. LaPlante giving her the eyes. Now Forbes going to take it. No, gives it out to Kisner, who will. Short, one and done. Both teams look a little tentative early here.
Yeah, again, I don't think Midlake's strength is in the half-court set. So,
and Ariana Young's turnaround hook shot no good. Again, forced away from the bucket, Jerry. Here comes Forbes, stop and pop, bang!
Yeah, and Dave, I don't know if you noticed it, but Young's not getting up and down the floor very well, right? She missed the shot, and she was really slow in getting back on defense.
And holding her ground and creating a miss by LaPlante. The follow-up no good by Young. Down court quickly, Forbes lay it up, yes! Will we see a quick timeout here? It's 34-23.
And we see a little diamond press by Midlakes.
And Forbes has 20 in the game. David Bowie and Queen pressure. Young could have been called for steps. One dribble gets rid of it. Looks a little shook up inside. Works around the perimeter, LaPlante. Little ball fake, stops. Going to be called for a little traveling music. We got a quick timeout by Dansville. The winner advances. Brad Van Duzen Photography offers family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of various student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvanduzenphotography.com. And Connie's Diner has the ambience you will only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at connieswaterloo.com. Well, quick beginning in the second half for Midlakes.
Yep, so 4-0 run to start, and very similar to the other night against Batavia. But what I did notice there, again, with Ariana Young, she's not transitioning back on defense. And Midlakes pushing that tempo. they beat her down the floor. It's one less shot blocker, one less shot alterer that you have to deal with.
You wonder about, as good of a team as they are, about the fatigue factor against the way that Midlakes pressures everything.
Absolutely. And really it's pressuring the ball on the offensive end, pushing that tempo.
Kara Walker looking as she dribbles up court. Dribbles herself left side off her Kisner pick. Gives it back to Macy, drives through the lane, can't get it to go. Her own rebound inside, and they lost it.
Yeah, it was a good aggressive drive by Kisner. She just kind of left it a little short, but attacking the big girl. I like the move.
And I think we have a Midlakes foul. Lydia Day on the foul. The pressure continues.
So we got 2-2-1 press for Midlakes.
Young with it, looks for help, gets rid of it to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse with just 4 points so far. The bomb from outside, off the back iron, no. Rebound stolen away from Race. Here comes Forbes, tries to bounce it to a streaking Kisner, and it gets knocked out of bounds.
So Dansville has done a decent job handling the pressure and not taking quick shots so far this half.
Nice location here in Avon. Stop and pop. Walker, no. Rebound inside, Passalacqua, turnaround jumper, no. 34-23. Shot by LaPlante, blocked. Rebound put up, no good. And Passalacqua with a rebound on the quick out. And too far for Forbes. Maybe Superman is faster than a speeding bullet, but Forbes couldn't catch up with that one.
Yeah, she can run down a lot of passes, but that one didn't give her much of an opportunity.
We see the pressure continue. Midlakes has taken early advantage of it in the third quarter. But Dansville looks a little harassed. Here's a steal, in fact, but taken back by LaPlante. The shot clock, they got a new one. And here's the shot by Young. Again, the little jump hook. And Walker coming up. She must have got hit in the mouth.
I think she might have caught an elbow on that rebound. That's not going to keep her out of the game.
That's, yeah, she's checking the piano keys there a little bit. But she'll bring it up court into the contest. It's her, Day, Passalacqua, Kisner, and Forbes. Walker to Kisner, drive it, left-hand layup, no. Her own rebound inside, yes! Her second hoop of the night, 36-23,
yeah,
midway through quarter number 3.
That's a matchup I like. Kisner at the elbow against Young. Young is not quick enough to stay with Kisner.
They pack it in that zone, looping into Young. Young lady averaging 12 a game. The sophomore at 6'2", has it again. She draws the foul and some contact. A good double team, though, preventing her from getting just the easy chippy.
Yeah, I think what you see is Midlakes deciding to play behind Young and challenging her to make some moves with her back to the basket versus fronting and taking the lob over the top.
Young's first shot is good. First point of the second half for Dansville. 36-24. Young will have a second shot, and it's no good. And the rebound, Kara Walker. Racing it down court, streaking, stutter steps, throws up a runner, some contact, no whistle. They give it to Forbes, stop and pop, swish. Give her 22 on the night. Driving is LaPlante. Going to pull it back, cross-court it over to Akers. Akers bounce it inside. No chance for Bleckinger to get that one.
30-second timeout by Dansville.
And they're struggling down 38-24, and their large crowd is pretty quiet.
Yeah, this is where you expect some of your senior leadership to step up, and there's only a few for the Dansville team. So we've got to see how they're going to react to this adversity here.
You'd think you'd want to set up Rittenhouse for a couple of bombs too.
Yeah, that or maybe some isolation for Hannah LaPlante. She looks like she gets to the basket well. So Midlakes is doing a nice job of packing it in on Young, but Dansville is still going to Young.
Well, Jim Risaldo on Fall Street in Seneca Falls offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. You can check out their full inventory online at jimrisaldo.com. One of many sponsors that we're grateful for here on Finger Lakes One. As Midlakes, the last Finger Lakes hopeful, as Lions defeated last night, 92-88, in what must have been a thriller.
Now I listened to it, and the Finger Lakes One crew did a great job with that game.
Here comes Walker up court, leading by 14 with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Kisner fakes it, turns around, takes a dribble inside, out to Walker, open shot short. Her own rebound, takes it to the hole, yes, with a left hand, Kara Walker. And Dansville looks pretty stunned right now. Deer in the headlights.
They do, and we're going to see what they're going to try to execute here. So Macy Kisner picks up a third foul, a cheapie reaching in.
Was that Kisner you said?
It was.
Third. We'll see if she stays in with three. She had those two early fouls and missed most of the first half. Turnaround jumper Young. Bang! Banks it. She went to the bank after hours. Don't think she planned that, but she'll take it. 40-26. Midlakes. Kisner driving. Leaves for Galloway. Back to Macy. Driving the lane, throws up a runner. Too hard off the front rim.
That's a good drive by Kisner. I mean, she used her quickness, her athleticism to get by the defenders. Just didn't finish.
Normally would make that shot. Young going to be called for
3
stops.
seconds.
We're just a tick under 2 minutes to go. Third quarter in a 14-point, 40-26 Midlakes lead, and they have the basketball.
It's a great position for the Midlakes coaching staff.
And Walker gets tripped up as she tried to take it down the lane. And a foul is called. Third foul on Rittenhouse. Inbounds, the deep three, bullseye! Hannah Galloway.
That's her second three of the night, and she's going to be getting those shots with all the help that they're putting on Forbes and Walker. So if she is shot ready, she's got an opportunity to knock down a few more.
The other night, the complimentary player giving the infusion of energy to Midlakes was Pasalacqua. Tonight it may be Galloway with 2 3 balls. Walker with a rebound down court quickly to Forbes, going to drive it up. Yes, and it counts. Forbes with 24 in the game will go the line, and what a pass.
Yeah, I think Yogi Berra said it. It's deja vu all over again, right? So you've got Midlakes controlling the boards. A great outlet pass. A great outlet pass, and almost a better catch and finish.
A 3-point play converted by Forbes, 25 on the evening for Elena. And we got a real touch foul there.
Yep, cheap foul there, reaching in.
On Forbes, I think. And she has 3. So, a little foul trouble brewing for the Screaming Eagles. 1:16 remaining, but a 20-point lead.
Yep. Again, Dave, we talked about this against in the Batavia game. I've been here against Midlakes. They play 4 quarters, and you get their best in the second half.
Turnaround, nice move, Bleckinger. Prettiest move of the evening for the big girl.
That was a great finish by Bleckinger.
Coming in the final minute of quarter number 3, 46-28. Walker. Tricky dribbles out front against LaPlante. Using up that shot clock, it's down to 12. A bump. Walker going to dish off. This is Day's shot. No, or Galloway, pardon me. Here comes Dansville the other way, driving to the hole, no, but drawing a foul. And that one is on Walker.
A little late sliding in. Down on the offensive end here for Midlakes, I thought Dansville could have got called for another push, trying to plow through another ball screen.
So Madison Lee at the line misses the first. They can't afford any misses, down 18. They had the ball late in the second quarter, maybe a couple minutes to go, down 2 with a basketball in their hands. They're down 18 now.
Yeah, I believe the score at the time was 24-22.
Second shot around the rim and back in again. 46-29. We'll see if Midlakes holds for one. Yep, that's what Nate Rich is saying to do. And you know, players always do what the coaches tell them to do, Jerry.
Yes, they do.
Forbes going to isolate out front against LaPlante. Tricky dribbles her. A couple players, throws up a runner, won't go. Oh, that would have been a beautiful finish. But what a nice move. Moves by Elena. Down court quickly, LaPlante at the buzzer. No. 46-29. Midlakes 1 quarter away from the Elite Eight in Buffalo. Back after these words.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
1 quarter of basketball left to play. One of the tough things for Dansville, they don't have the speed to match up with pressure against Midlakes. Trailing by 17. They may need to make every possession count.
Yeah, and you look at free throw shooting too. When they get to the line, they've got to knock those down.
Madison Lee, swing it right side. Akers inside. LaPlante shot partially deflected. She hustles, gets her own rebound, and won't go. Rebound, yes, and it counts. And that was Young. By the way, neither LaPlante, leading scorer in the first half, nor Rittenhouse, leading scorer for the season, scored in that third quarter, and they only scored 6 points, Jerry.
That's right, and Young had 5 of them. Madison Lee, freshman, contributed the other point in the quarter for Dansville.
Okay, they said that foul occurred before the shot. I'm surprised. I thought it was a chance for a three-point play. Here's a steal by, guess who? Elena Forbes racing down court. Shifts gears, laid it up and in, and one. Oh, my.
Yeah, and she does a great job of gauging the defender that's coming in, slowing down, absorbing the contact, and finishing.
And protecting the ball at the same time.
That's right.
Elena Forbes, a superb effort again. Stellar. Makes the free throw. 20-point lead against a team who we'll hear more from. They're very young. But down 20, they are undefeated, Jerry.
They are. They are. When you look at the strength of schedule, and Dansville's strength of schedule was pretty good, but Midlakes played some private schools. They played Mercy. They played Frontier. I'm probably a little bit subjective, but they played in the Finger Lakes East, which I believe is one of the toughest leagues in Section 5 for the B level.
Open shot for three is good. Up, long two.
Long two, Madison Lee.
Forbes dish it off underneath, lay it up in, good.
Sydney Pasalacqua.
Pasalacqua with a bucket. Her first of the evening. Down 20. Under 7 to play. Shot is up short. Rebound pulled away. It was going to be a tie-up. And possession arrow to the Screaming Eagles.
It'll be Midlakes possession.
They better pay attention.
Midlakes possession off the jump ball.
And get back defensively as players slow to react. It'll be Walker inbounds. And we got a Midlakes timeout. Well, Jerry, for over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com. And Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. And every Wednesday is 60-cent Wings Night. 6:42 remaining, a 51-31 lead by Midlakes. Not all over yet. There is a lot of time left, but the pressure again paying huge dividends, and Lena Forbes having another stellar night.
Yeah, you know, again, Midlakes pressure, Midlakes converting in transition. Dansville's got to be efficient now with their possessions. Have to create some turnovers on the defensive end. You know, knock down some shots.
And they're applying some pressure. Midlakes looks to break it. They get it to Walker. Walker contact going to be called. They called the block, didn't they?
They actually had a push from behind. I think the Dansville girl was in an excellent position to take a charge, but Kara Walker was pushed from behind.
Yeah, I thought the Bleckinger defense was good in the lane. And Forbes will look to inbounds. You have Macy Kisner, Forbes, Kara Walker, Lydia Day, and who am I missing? Sydney Pasalacqua. Now it looks like Midlake's content to use a little bit of the clock up.
Why not? Shorten the game.
Forbes goes down, then be called for steps. There was some contact. She went down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he tripped on her own teammate's foot or the Dansville girl.
Hannah LaPlante brings it up court. Finds Akers right side. Now to Young, the sophomore. Loops it into Bleckinger. And the blocks, no, but a foul. She'll shoot a pair. And that's 4 fouls. Or no, yes, 4 on Kara. So their 3 leading scorers have 3 fouls apiece, and Walker with 4. Shot is good.
Entering the game for Dansville's number 4, Grace Rittenhouse. Coming in for Midlakes is number
51-32. The winner will take on the winner of East Aurora versus Southwestern from Buffalo, Region 6, Section 6. 2 out of 2 for Bleckinger. 8 points in the game. Inside feed, lay it up and in.
And that was just created with Forbes occupying 2 or 3 defenders. Nice bounce pass and a finish by Pasalacqua.
You know, they're scratching so hard to get points. Now Dansville throws it away again. And the body language says it all right here, doesn't it, Jerry?
It does.
Dansville unaccustomed to this position, 22-0. Bouncing it, dribble through traffic, it's Kisner. Kisner has the ball kicked by a Dansville defender. Looking inbound, it is Forbes. She finds Galloway, and they lost it. 5.5 to go. And we have a timeout. Well, Jerry Anderson, it's been quite a year. One of these teams, and it's looking awful good for Midlakes to advance to their second consecutive Final Four in Class B in New York State.
Yeah, they had a great run last year. I can't remember who they ran into. Might have been Susquehanna Valley down in Troy. But they're well positioned, to potentially get there again.
Yeah, and based on what I've seen the last two games, well, they got the lead tonight, although they had that dry spell in the second quarter where I thought, as you mentioned very eloquently, they had trouble in their half-court offense, and the Mustangs had their moment of glory there, narrowing the lead to as few as 2 points. But since that juncture, it's been all Midlakes.
Yeah, when you think about how this game started for Midlakes, with Macy Kisner getting in foul trouble early, as well as Sydney Pasalacqua, the contributions that Nate Rich has gotten off the bench have been excellent tonight.
53-33, again, a underclassmen laden team from Dansville. Here's the bomb from outside, in and out. That shot was by LaPlante, and we got a tie-up. It'll stay Dansville basketball. They set up the eye. They're going to bring it out deep on the inbounds to LaPlante. Now Bleckinger's going to take it to the hole. His shot is blocked on a good one, but they're going to call Walker in the foul.
Yep.
That's Kaylee Walker.
That's Kaylee Walker, and she had good position, but she was straight up for a second, and she brought her arms down for the foul. I've talked a lot about Kaylee tonight, and I'm just impressed having watched her through the travel program and then through JVs this season to come into this venue and to play not like an 8th grader. And, just hats off to her for stepping up.
Bleckinger hits 2 free throws, give her 10 in the game, 10 points. Kisner, tricky dribbles through traffic, lays it up and in. What a fine move by the senior. And she has 6 in the game. Midlakes wanted to travel, but they lead by 20, so ease up, folks. Down low, nice pass. Feed the other side, Bleckinger again. She quickly became the leading scorer. And here's a steal by Young. The big girl going to take it herself, bounce pass, no foul called, contact, there's a foul, and a basket. And Grace Rittenhouse has made an appearance.
She has. That was a great play made by Ariana Young at the half court, jumping in front of the pass and starting to break. Great bounce pass.
Well, champions, even ones getting beaten badly, die hard, and Dansville trying to make a little spurt here. They're down within 16, and Rittenhouse a chance to make it 15, and space the final frontier, according to Tommy Marino. Shot by Rittenhouse is good, high arcing shot. 15 is still a lot, but not as much as 20 was. Kisner gives to Galloway. Now they'll reset the offense, and it's slapped away and stolen. Down court, Rittenhouse lost it though. It never got to her, actually. Now Forbes, thinking about it, will hold the ball over her head.
I think good decision to back it out. Use a little bit of clock.
We're halfway through quarter number 4, a 55-40 Midlakes lead. And a little touch foul.
That'll reset the shot clock, 30 more seconds for Midlakes to use.
And that's her 4th foul, too. Double team, and she almost got called for her 5th. The bomb from Forbes is an air ball. Rebound put up, no. And here comes Dansville with a chance to cut it to 13. A 3-ball inside to Young. She lays it up and in. Give her 10 on the evening. Walker over the timeline. Bouncing over to Forbes. Thinks about it? No. Brings it out front. Use up that clock. 3:20 and counting. Tricky dribbles. Loops it inside. Shot is up. No, it's an air ball missed by Galloway.
Chance to cut it to 11.
Here comes Dansville with a lay-in. Yes! We're going to see a Midlakes timeout, I think.
Hannah LaPlante with the 2.
Her first point since the first half. 12 in the game. Timeout Midlakes. 55-44.
Good timeout by Coach Rich. A 9-0 run. Cut the lead to 11.
The most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in the America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. Omen Theater in Lyons, New York. Lions with another great year. Ended last night 92-88 against C.J. Finney. Winner here, and it sure looked more certain about 2 minutes ago than it does at the moment. However, as Mick Jagger saying years ago, time is on your side with Midlakes right now.
And it is. So 11-point lead, 3 minutes to go. You know, Midlakes can value the possession and use the clock. They don't need anything quick. They can continue to push the tempo and you know, take those open layups. But there's nothing wrong with running 30 seconds off the clock and handing the ball over to Dansville and defending.
Walker, the good-looking sophomore, dribbling it out front. Shot clock at 12. Dribbles through traffic, looks for some help. Forbes has it. 5 on the shot clock, going to drive, going to stop. Loses it. Here comes Bleckinger. 3-on-2 break. Driving up is Hannah LaPlante scores. It's a 9-point game. Walker gets fouled on the sideline. And that will be curtains for Hannah LaPlante. The impressive sophomore who exits with 14 points. And that'll bring Madison Lee back in the game. That's a big loss.
It is. I've been very impressed with Hannah LaPlante. You know, she's really stepped up. A sophomore, really playing well above her years.
You know, and Jerry, this fourth quarter kind of is very similar to this portion of the second quarter, where Dansville made a run.
And if you look at it on the Midlake side, on the offensive side, right, they're being forced to play a quarter-court game, half-court game.
Steps could have been called there, and another Midlake's timeout.
Yeah, and I think Coach Rich anticipated that. He thought she traveled as well, and he got the timeout before.
2:08 remaining, 55-46. Dansville has shaved. I know they're up 20. Was it ever more than 20?
I believe 20 was the biggest lead of the night.
They've shaved at least 11 points off that lead. Do they have time? It's just a 3-possession game. Not a lot of 3 balls been made tonight. 1, 2 for Dansville. They are undefeated.
I believe Dansville's on a 15-4 run right now. At one point, we were at 51-31.
So, with just over 2 minutes, 2:08 exactly, a 9-point lead. Midlakes has the basketball. And Walker will look to inbounds it to either Forbes, Kisner, Pasalacqua, or Galloway. And a little push foul from behind on Bleckinger.
That's going to send Pasalacqua to the line.
Sydney with 2 buckets in the fourth quarter, 4 points in the game. Another senior on Coach Rich's team. 100% effort by both teams, as you'd expect. Shot is up, no good. They've been stuck on 55, and by the way, Forbes with 28 of the team's 55 points. Second shot, no good.
Big
rebound. Kisner.
Big
Yes.
rebound by Macy Kisner.
Huge bucket. Up to 11. Driving. Rittenhouse. Could have been a foul. No whistle. Stolen. Or taken by Forbes, actually. What a huge bucket by Kisner after the missed foul shots by Pasalacqua. Now we're down to 145. She'll dribble it herself. And boy, just a really slight touch foul, but
Fouls on number 12, Madison Akers.
that'll send Elena to the line. But first, Dansville will take a full timeout. Cicino's Restaurant and Pizzeria is celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com. And we thank our sponsors for bringing you tonight's action and all the games during the course of the season. I was going to say we would have been here late, but I pulled Jerry away from the Del Lago Cicinos, but that's not true, ladies and gentlemen. So that was just a huge bucket. They were stuck on 55 for so long, and Kisner coming in there. And that's important, too. She could have dipped her head after having those 2 quick fouls in the first half, hardly playing at all, and came through with some big minutes here and a big play here down the stretch.
And that's one of your senior leaders, right? And she's one of the unheralded leaders for Midlakes, right? She's not their top scorer, their second leading scorer. I think averages 9 points a game, but her impact is much bigger than just her points per game.
Well, they're up 11, Midlakes, and Forbes is at the line with 1:42 remaining. Good. She had 35 against Batavia. She goes for her 30th point tonight. She wears jersey number 12. Navy blue jerseys, powder blue numerals. She misses the second free throw. And here comes Rittenhouse. Dribbles through traffic. Going to take it. Going to throw up a runner. No. Tapped up and controlled by Midlakes. Loose ball taken back by Madison Lee. Turnaround jumper. No. Young will go the line to shoot 2. Just a young lady, a 6'2" sophomore. Well, she's had to work hard for everything tonight. She's close to her season average with 10.
And Midlakes has done a great job not giving her any good looks after the first quarter. I think she got 1 or 2 good looks in the first quarter. Everything else has been challenged.
And she'll have a second shot. Young shot is good. They gave their fans, and we got a quick push foul, a glimmer of hope here, a ray of sunshine in the fourth quarter as they cut a 20-point lead down to 9. But the Kisner bucket and some ensuing free throws have seemingly locked this away with 1:26 remaining and an 11-point lead. Walker at the line, rims out. She has 8 in the game. Second shot is good. She's going to have some big days over the next 2 years as well, I'm sure.
Absolutely. She's one of our top guards in the league and, one of the hardest working girls in the league.
And Bleckinger tries to dribble it to the basket, has it stripped. Now Forbes just gets pushed from behind. And she'll shoot a pair. Yeah, the fans are thinking that was a little bit more gusto than needed on the foul, but really not a big deal, Jerry.
No, there might have been a little showmanship there at the end with Forbes. There was a clear foul push in the back, but no harm.
Give her 30 as she hits the first free throw. Elena's second shot as she dribbles a couple of times, eyes the bucket, dips, fires, doesn't hit. And a foul's going to be called on Pasalacqua.
And that's not what you want to have, right? You give them an opportunity to score with the clock not moving.
This last couple of minutes, lots of fouls. Want to thank Jason and Jeremy Hunt with their great efforts Section 5 doesn't allow us to do the video portion live, but it will be available for your streaming possibly as soon as tomorrow. Free throw missed by Bleckinger, who played big in the second half, had a pretty good game. 12 in the game. Chance for her 13th point. She misses both, though. LaPlante fouled out as the game's leading scorer for Dansville with 14. And Dansville following out of desperation. So it looks very much like Midlakes will be playing at 5 o'clock Saturday at Buff State against the Section 6 champion from the Buffalo region. Walker Isaac gets it. And she has 10 in the game. Second shot is good.
Walker goes 2 for 2.
Up court quickly, Rittenhouse, baseline, leaves out for Akers. Inside to Young, throws up a runner and good. Nice move by. You can see how important it was for them to block that baseline earlier in the game because she took it strong to the hole on that occasion.
Yeah, she's a powerful, athletic girl. Cleared out the space there and just went up and finished.
And she has 13 points.
Going to the foul line is number 12, Elena Forbes.
And Forbes at the line again. Macy Kisner tying her shoes, sitting down right in front of us here at midcourt. Nice location, nice gym. And Forbes hits another. .31 in the game for Elena. Gets the roll, 32.
We have a timeout taken by Dansville.
Dansville takes the timeout. You wonder if they're going to call the dogs off here, Jerry?
I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's ready yet. I think she's gonna play out the next couple of possessions before they do throw in that towel. It's a tough call. Now, she's got a couple of seniors. I believe both of the seniors are on the floor. So she's going to want to end the game with her seniors on the floor, at least give them an opportunity to step off the floor to an ovation.
Bleckinger, one of those seniors with 12 in the game so far. Just 55 seconds. Looking good for Midlakes. They led 18-10 after one, 30-23 at the half, and then the third quarter, that pressure got them the big lead, and they led 46-29 after three. Dave Barnick, along with Coach Jerry Anderson of Minders Academy fame, whether it's the baseball field, football field, or basketball court. Member of that 1992 state championship squad. Rittenhouse, the long bomb is going to be an air ball out of bounds. She didn't get a lot of looks tonight, Jerry.
No, Midlakes did a nice job of not giving her a lot of open looks. The 1-3 that she did have tonight, she hit that from about 25 out.
And Young has seen her last action, we believe. They take her out of the game. She has 13. We'll be hearing more from her in the next couple of years. Rittenhouse again, buries the three. And now she has double figures with 10.
Foul is on number 4, Grace Rittenhouse. That is 5 on her.
Well, it's a substantial lead at 12. But there were some moments of concern in that second quarter especially.
Yeah, Dansville did a great job in the second quarter of slowing the game down and playing to their strength, that half-court set. So, it's a great time for the Dansville program. I know this is not the best time emotionally for them, but it's, hats off to Coach Moose and the Dansville squad for what they've accomplished this year. and the progress they've made over the last 3 years. And this team will be back next year. I expect them to fully contend to get to this game again.
And Walker at the line hit the first and the second. Kara has 5 free throws in the fourth period and 13 points in the game. Inside feed and nice little shot put in there. And Jenna George, her first action. Midlakes calls a timeout. They may make some substitutions. And by the way, Grace Rittenhouse fouled out on that prior foul, so both LaPlante and Grace Rittenhouse were the early exits. 2 of their key players, although Rittenhouse's array of fouls ended late in the game here with under a minute to play.
And again, that's another junior that'll be back next year for Dansville. So again, Dansville is going to reload next year, only lose 2 seniors. And again, the future is bright for the Dansville program.
And we'll attempt to get a couple of guests. Maybe we can get Coach Rich for a quick word and Elena Forbes as well. It's been my pleasure to be able to be a part of this scene. And Avon is not next door to Seneca Falls or Ovid, but it sure beats Calmon as far as
a little shorter
logistics.
drive.
Inbounding is Midlakes and Forbes. Well, they're calling those fouls pretty quick. Your officials, Tommy Marino, Paul Cohn,
and Ron Maycomer.
Yep. Elena Forbes has 6 out of 8 from the line so far in the fourth quarter. 7 out of 9, and let me add her points up. As believe it or not, we have another timeout. I have Elena with 34 points. At 69 points in 2 games. Not a bad couple of games work.
She does this night in and night out in the Finger Lakes East. So I mean, nothing that's unexpected. Going into this matchup, I'm sure Coach Moose knew that they need to keep her off the scoreboard.
You're not sorry that she is a senior, huh, Jerry?
No, not at all.
And Macy Kisner, another, they have 7 seniors, as you noted. But they won't be the team they have been, but they have some quality coming back, too.
Yeah, when you look at the program from top to bottom, Coach Rich in the Midlakes program has some talent coming up.
And here's the bomb. It's going to be an air ball by Lee. And with 17 seconds left, you kind of hope the fouling has stopped, but no. I'm not sure why. Well, following coach's instructions, Jenna George with a quick foul will send Elena Forbes to the line once again, so she has a chance to best her output from Friday night. 1 out of 2 would tie it. Her scoring output, that is. 68, and it rolls off 54. Eyes the bucket and misses that one too. I think if I'm Midlakes, I just kind of back off right now. Shot clock, the game clock down under 10. Bleckinger shot, no, but a foul. Now I don't think the situation's any different here. Officials get paid by the game, not by the whistle, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, the senior, though, who's played a fine game, Jacqueline Bleckinger, makes the free throw, give her 13 points on the night. Averaging over 9 a game. Give her 14. Actually, it's a trifecta, so she gets another shot. And she's smiling.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm noticing with the Dansville team. I think, in a lot of cases you don't recognize what you've done in your accomplishments, but these girls recognize, they had a great year. And you don't see heads hanging for Dansville. So congratulations to the Dansville squad, and congratulations to Coach Rich.
And the Midlakes Screaming Eagles have advanced to the New York State Regionals. They're going to the Elite Eight once again. Midlakes 68, Dansville 56. Stay tuned for our post-game show and a couple of guests, we hope.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and GENEVA Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
(68-56). Elena, you and Midlakes are elite. You're going to the state regionals. You won it again. A tremendous effort. Your thoughts, your feelings?
This game showed us that we're not done fighting. Yeah, we lost a couple games during the season, but we picked it up during practices, and now we're ready to come for states.
So what's different this year from last year?
We don't really have like a set point guard, so we when they're pressing us, really whoever's open, we pass it to them. And this year we haven't really picked up our defense, but we've been, in the second half of the season, we've been doing better with that.
So what was the game plan going into tonight?
Just like every game, push the ball forward, play good D, come out ready to play. And we came out a little slow, but we picked it up.
Great job.
Looking forward to taking a couple more steps this year?
Yeah, I hope so.
And of course, you had some trouble. Macy had early foul trouble. And how's McKenna Colasino feeling right now? She banged that knee pretty hard.
Yeah, she has a bump on her face too, so she's a little banged up, but she'll hopefully be ready for our next game.
And then you had that drought in the second quarter, and they came within 2 points, but from that moment on, you guys turned it on, the pressure, and another huge game.
Yeah.
So your thoughts going forward from here and taking on the Buffalo region winner?
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be tough for us. We got to work hard in the practices in the next couple days and come out ready to play.
Unofficially, 34 points, another superb effort by you and your entire team. We congratulate you. Anything else, Coach?
No, great job.
Thank you.
You guys have done an excellent job representing the Finger Lakes East as well as Section 5, so we look forward to you doing some damage in the crossover game.
As as Princess Leia said to Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our last hope. And as the Finger Lakes 1 caravan tries to continue, you're the only team in the Finger Lakes still with a chance. So we hope that continues, and congratulations and continued success.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you again,
Congratulations.
Elena. And we're going to get Coach Rich in here next. With Coach Rich, the victorious Midlakes team. Congratulations again, making it to the regionals. You guys are elite. Before we go any farther, just I want to check on the status of McKenna Colasino.
I think she has a bone bruise. She came down pretty hard on her knee and couldn't really put a lot of weight on it. She wanted to go back in, but she just wasn't mobile enough to come back in. That was a big loss for us, especially with Dansville's size. She was playing well for us, and she's played well for us all season, so that's a big loss for us. Hopefully she'll be able to recover for Saturday.
Especially in light of one of your best athletes in senior Macy Kisner on the bench with 2 fouls at the time, early fouls. Your team really rose to the occasion, I thought.
Yeah, I was really happy how Sydney Passalacqua played, and Kaylee Walker came in and stepped up with some good physical defense, so I was very happy with her. Hannah Galloway hit a couple of big threes, and Lydia Day played some great defense for us. I always expect my first teamers, Elena, Kara, and Macy, to have good games, but I was really happy to see the other girls step up tonight.
Well, unofficially, Elena, 69 points in the last 2 games. What can you say about your senior all-leaguer?
She just has a knack for finishing. She's one of the best finishers I've ever coached in transition. She is just very tough to stop because she can Euro step, she can finish with both hands, and she finishes through contact very well.
I think the other coaches in the Finger Lakes East, including Coach Jerry Anderson, might be sending her graduation cards happily.
I think some of the coaches might be happy to get rid of her.
I will attest to that, absolutely. So, Coach, let's talk about Kaylee Walker. So, couldn't have been in your game plan. 3 minutes and 41 seconds into the first quarter, you're sending the 8th grader into the game.
We brought her up for sectionals. We told her we brought her up for a reason, that she could have to play. I thought tonight that potentially she might get a few more minutes. I was thinking maybe 2 to 4 minutes for her. I think she probably had 12 to 14 minutes tonight and really played big minutes for us down low. She gives us an element we really don't have. She's 5'11" and has got long arms, and we don't have another girl like that on the team, and I was very impressed with how she played tonight.
As was I. So I made mention a few times in the broadcast that she did not play like an 8th grader. So I've had the opportunity to watch her develop from travel through modified through JVs, and again, hats off to you having her prepared for that moment, and hats off for her handling it.
Yeah. And you had you're battling a young team, but an undefeated Dansville team with lots of size, and the Walker girls and others did a nice job of blocking that baseline off from Ariana Young, we thought, making her really work hard for her shots.
We just wanted to make their posts really work from the outside and have them take the majority of their shots outside the paint. That was our game plan, was for us to shoot a lot of shots in the paint and for them to shoot outside the paint. We felt that'd be a good formula for success for us.
And Coach, can you tell us if from what I dug up, East Aurora plays Southwestern tomorrow afternoon. The winner will play you guys at Buff State 5 o'clock next Saturday. And do you know anything about either of those teams?
I know nothing about either of those teams. I'm actually going up to scout that game tomorrow so I can get a little bit of film on them. I'm requesting a couple of coaches in the area to see if I can steal some film as well, but I'm going to go see them for the first time live tomorrow.
Well, what a great run for your Midlakes Screaming Eagles, your team, yourself, returning to the Elite Eight and hopefully beyond for the 2nd consecutive year.
So, yes, absolutely. So you've represented the East just like you did last year, as well as Section 5. So everybody's pulling for you, and, congratulations on another great year.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys for doing the game. We appreciate it.
A fun team to watch, Coach. I wish you all the luck in the world. Thanks a lot, Coach Nate Rich.
Thank you, guys.
68-56 victors. We're going to wrap this up. We'll give you the scoring real quickly. Hannah Galloway with 6 points, a couple of three-pointers lifting Midlakes. Macy Kisner ended up with 8 points. She only played a couple of minutes, if that, in the first half. Elena Forbes, 34 points unofficially, 13 for Kara Walker, solid as usual. 3 points for Kaylee Walker, and 4 for Sydney Passalacqua, a total of 68 points. On the other side of the ledger for the Dansville Mustangs, they got 2 points from Jenna George, 14 from Hannah LaPlante, 10 from Grace Rittenhouse, 2 points from Madison Lee. 3 points from Madison Lee. Jacqueline Bleckinger with 14 points and 13 for Ariana Young, the impressive sophomore. Total of 56, and Midlakes was victorious again in convincing, impressive fashion.
Absolutely. So this is 2 consecutive years. So Coach Rich has done a great job, and we look forward to him carrying on into the Far West against the Section 6 team, and then even Dansville. Right, this is a building block for them. I expect them big things out of them next year, returning most of their production. Yeah,
some impressive players for sure. Well, we're going to wrap this one up here from Avon, New York. We again want to thank the athletic director, Andy Englart, for his efforts and the great efforts by the fabulous Hunt brothers, Jason, on the controls, engineering it, and of course Jeremy Hunt, our ace cameraman, Jim Sinacropi, our fearless leader, and my broadcast partner tonight, and my chauffeur as well, one Jerry Anderson. It's been a pleasure working these games with you, Coach.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Great
and
experience.
We're going to sign this one off. The final score from Avon, New York, 68-56. Midlakes is elite. They advance to the regionals. Have a good evening, everybody, and may the force be with you.